It did it again, y'all. It did the infamous cutoff link. You know, some people, all these editors, these top-notch editors, I love you guys, by the way, who do excellent work, and you're my competition who watch my shows like, you did the editing. You know, the shit talkers. They're like, no one else did the editing except you. And I'm like, okay, you got me. I cut it off at that degree. I should have extended it with a black picture so it could extend, because when it cuts off, all my editors know what I'm talking about. Everyone who watches my show, who studies my show, I thank you, because you know it do. That's what I want to hear. I thought I was hearing that, but no, it's do. You know, you'll be like, whoa, am I on? You know, and now I know. I'm ready for it next time. I'm really, really ready. So today's episode is about what's to come. The next moves, the intentional steps, and the renewed dedication to growing this show into something bigger and brighter. I want, I really want to dedicate my time. It's not going to be, I already know, it's not going to be perfect. You know, I'm going to have some challenges. Like, why would God draw a picture for you for change if you don't go through no problems? Why would God draw that picture? If you haven't been through something, if your life has been perfect, then there is a problem. There is a huge problem. There is a huge problem with the mindset of your thinking, because you must have had to go through school. You must have had to be a performer to some degree and work to some degree. So I give you that, but it's nothing that's perfect. I'm excited to share my roadmap with you. Here's what's coming up. Sorry, I have to zoom in. Visiting the Idaho, because I assume what I think I'm writing or saying. That's why it comes out like I'm stuttering. Visiting the Idaho Veterans Chamber of Commerce to talk real business and shine a new light on my dedication to bringing more production, value, and visibility to my show. I got their address. I was supposed to go up there today, but I was like, no, I'll wait, because I want it to be a sweet spot. I want to call them initially. I already signed up on their website, you know, and I haven't looked at the message for further contact, whether Zoom or whatever. But you know, like, I read a little bit about them, and I would like to work with them. And I'll be reaching back out to Brains Magazine. This will be my third time working with Brains Magazine. I think that's a positive investment, because they I am online. I am online. And that kind of like seals the deal for me with that second time I went. The first time I went, yeah, I'm out there, and it's all in one portfolio of SEO. Thank you, Sandeep Galati, and I appreciate Brain Magazine. I haven't nothing bad to say about them. You know, I have a story. Do I have time? Yeah, 2 minutes. So when I first initially signed up, I was homeless, and I was their system were ever evolving, and this was like in 21, 22, and I was having problems because I was doing it from my phone with putting a picture in their stuff. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I mean, look at the title, Brain Magazine. You think they're gonna let you down? It was technical. Now it's a breeze. And I sat up there and I got my money back. I felt so bad when you know how you made a wrong mistake, a very wrong mistake. All the way from the UK they live, and they know who I am. That's a huge magazine company. And I've on and off. The second time around, I just paid in advance, and they delivered. They delivered, and I want to do the same thing so there will be no hiccups, because I know this will be my third time with going through them, and I think that's a positive investment. Thank you again for featuring me for almost 4, 5, up to 6 years. And thank you for your support. It means everything, and help lay the foundation of my SEO adventure. Stopping by the Idaho Small Business Development Center to engage, pitch ideas, and explore every opportunity they have to increase visibility and growth for the show. So, the difference between the Veterans Chamber of Commerce and the Small Business Development Center is they're like interlocked, they complement each other. You know, this is specifically for small business development. So this would be my opportunity to try to pitch an idea and tell them where I have to figure that out for myself. I can't just, that's why I didn't go today, because I want a really solid plan. I'm about to do some deep AI diving with AI, with Chat GPT and Grok, both. Not today though. This is not read and jump on the first bandwagon. This is read and make a plan. I have to make a plan, because if I pitch an idea to someone and I'm like, yeah, I have the Kimberly Cloud Show, and I heard about grants that are available, and I heard about grants for government technology, and I heard about other awesome opportunities you have. I have to study what they have to offer and make a business plan around what they have to offer and what I'm interested in. I can't just, you see how I didn't know? Just imagine me on Shark Tank. Blew it. Damon John, no. And some of y'all don't know, I've spoken with Damon John for 3 minutes. It was recorded, but it got deleted. I don't even want to get into that, but he would be like, no, what do you have to offer? You don't even know about your business plan. And I would be like, true that. And then walk off. I wouldn't say true that. That's what made it so funny. I'd be like, Damon John, is it that way? Okay, setting up an official appointment with SCORE to get an expert mentoring and guidance. It's by the heavens up above that I just have been. I only read SCORE's message. I have like 10 to 20 real leading messages to look at. And usually I keep between 20 and 10, and then I'll put a pause on it. And I won't look at it until a specific time, because when I go over it, I want to write them back if needed or proceed, because it could take hours, it could take whatever. And I just want to, I looked at his message and I got us, and that leads me to my next mentoring, to make sure I improve on my time management skills. Um, Mixing virtual world with outside world. What is it called? Telepathic? No, it's not telepathic. It's not telehealth. What is it called? Hybrid. So what I want to do, I just started this, and I haven't. I mean, come on, it's just me. I think about stuff all the time. So I said that is a good idea. So I won't have to miss my VA appointment. So I won't have to miss all of this extra stuff. So yeah, I will set my clock. If I have an appointment with someone, whether it's virtually, hybrid or not hybrid, like whatever, in face to face, I will set my appointment for my appointment is 30 minutes prior. That gives me, I wake up and it gives me time to pre-plan what I have to do. It gives me time to pre-plan what needs to happen with what I need to do. And that way I can stay on top of work. I've been doing a good job at it, but now, you got to juggle a lot. And by the hairs on whoever's chinny, not mine, because I just use facial stuff, but you know, by the hairs on someone else, chin. Like, I barely made my VA appointment, and I just want to be able to juggle playtime, work, education, and appointment time. Almost finished, y'all. Tomorrow, I want to call the Maryland Attorney General office and the VA. So this is a tomorrow thing. Because if I did all this today, man, I wouldn't have time for school. This is a pause on all of these. So it's, call the Maryland Attorney General's office, because I have a lawsuit against University of Maryland Global Campus. I actually have a lawsuit with Y Unified. And when I do get my school money, I am going to go to the, not go, but call the Florida up and make them tell me their accounts. If they don't, someone's going to jail until they do. I want my $10,000 and I want my $2 million. Or we can settle, you choose, like the police officer told a drug addict. We can settle and you give me my money back into my post 9/11, and let me keep my grades, and then I'll choose if I want to go back to that school and take merely one class for my master's, or I'm just going to sue you for 2 million, and you have no real solution other than a bitter student who just barked. What student, you telling me, what's the problem? But you asked me this to the dean of UMGC. What's the probability that another student didn't do the same thing and you let them go? That's a statistic question. In July, I'll be applying for the Code 100 by July 23rd to put my business up for production and complete for an award. This is going to bring, whether win or lose. I know I'm not going to win, and I want to win. The goal is to win, but just think about all these big businesses out here. This is for small business, but it's huge. But just imagine, they have to look at my stuff. That puts more visibility. It's well worth it. It's a good investment. Also, planning on visiting the RNC maybe next month to explore trial assistance and rebuild real trust. I can't fathom, I can't say enough with every woman out there. I have to earn your trust. I understand. But come in this with fairness and you'll see my true intentions. If you don't, I have to let you go and just leave you alone. But I have mad respect for the RNC. Anybody that's working for Trump that gets up say, "Wow, how can I make Trump proud?" Is I'm for it. I know I have to earn my place. I'm not walking and expecting. I said the universe. Grok said the world. They operate. That's what makes more sense, right? I mean, every country of significance operate on a federal level and then state. So you get what I'm saying? I'm not expecting the universe. Only a selected few know about what's out there in this universe. I can't go and expect any universe. They operate on a federal level in a relationship, take time. My goal is to build more relationships with women. Now, do I want women over my house? Like, let's say I had surgery. Yeah, a nurse can come over, but I'm not bisexual, so I don't see no intent. Or if it's business, hell yeah. If we're engaging with networking, hell yeah. But I want to engage in professional dialect with women. That's very important to me. It's always been of importance. And if Trump's back on, I do too. Okay, I'm just gonna read right through this. Oh, I did. This season is about strategy, follow through, and earning every opportunity. I am showing up ready, grateful, and focused. To everyone who has supported the Kimberly Cloud Show so far, thank you. Your beliefs keep the vision moving forward. What's one big move you're planning next? Drop the comments, send me a message. We'll see. But I got some messaging on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn people. When people like my stuff on LinkedIn, I see that as very professional and courteous. So I gotta go, y'all. I got a meeting and I will be back on here at 3 p.m. I don't even know which one I got a meeting with, but both of them are good characters. I have a good judgment of people. And so far, I've been 97% accurate in a 6-year career of this. So you all take care. Dang, I gotta zoom out of here. Dang. Have you ever zoomed up so like wait with 3 hands? It's so cool. Ah, that was good. It's stuck. Hold up. I hate when it gets stuck. Okay. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys another time. I love my MacBook. You know what? I'm gonna make a skit. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt. I got 1 more minute. I'm gonna attempt to make a skit about a MacBook. Like I'm just gonna zoom in on my fingers and make a song like do 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 do, and then me talking about the MacBook. I just love my MacBook. I just love my MacBook. Bye, y'all.